about every area.
And Kevin, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Hawks, Teague and Korver are the guards. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. And it's Warren in at the 3 spot. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Millsap. Rose with the ball. Out to the right wing. Pulls it from the elbow. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Atlanta with the ball. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Here's Rose, following the basket by Al Horford. No good from the Wizard. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And Warren the bucket on the assist by T.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And the wide open shot from Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Teague with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. The 3. And Jeff Teague with the 3. Teague's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. Lets it go from 11. The shot's no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
Rose passes to the Wizard. It's stolen by Teague. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Warren's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Shot from 12. Can't get it to go. Great defense that time from Noah. In transition, here come the Bulls. And he trains the 3. Good-looking shot there from the Wizard. The Wizards got 7 points in the game. The Hawks leading by 4. Outside Teague. Outside Millsap. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 4 assists now tonight.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
The Wizard, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 10.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
To the inside, Horford gets the bucket.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Rose goes in. The pass to the Wizard. And the Bulls, another 3.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Passes to Horford. Noah with the block. Outside Rose. Gasol, a screen on Teague. Rose passes to the Wizard. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Okay, fans, now coming on the court are your Levels.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Gasol. Last year, getting it done. Averaged a game, 9 rebounds and 3 assists. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Adams, he's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. And Rosen subbed in for Rose. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Here's the Wizard. He picked up 24 points in their last win against Boston. 6 to shoot. Here's Mirotic, and he slams it one-handed.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Now here's Splitter. They set the screen. The dish to Cephalosha. Ball stolen. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Adams' shot is off.
Oh, boy, that would have been a nice alley-oop.
Boy, really liked the thought on that play, but didn't quite get it executed. Almost made a spectacular play.
Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Roten, and the shot is long. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Splitter sets a screen. Splitter kicks to Splitter. The 3 from Cephalosha. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And stolen by Roten. And here we go. And the shot drops as they pick up 2 points from the Wizard. The Wizards got 18 points. Here's Schroeder. And a missed layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's Chicago as they end the first quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of...
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18? That's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
The Wizard in at the 3. Noah is out there with Mirotic. Then there's Derrick Rose. Atlanta with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that was the difference, really. I mean, you think about it, they didn't knock them down at the same rate, and that hurt them.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Schroeder, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
The Wizard, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to one or two plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays. Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
There's the screen. Now here's Roten. D right on him. Good on the shot. Roten's got his first 2 points.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
It's Bjelica. It's hauled in by Adams.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
To the wing right side. The offensive rebound. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
With the floater. Here's Sefolosha, and it's blocked by Adams. They recover it, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. So it'll be Thiago Splitter shooting. It's going to be on Freak. For Atlanta, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. Now, here's Roten. 14 points from him the last game against Boston. Can't hit from the elbow. This one for 3. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close.
Kevin, I have Derrick Rose, and Derrick, you guys were scoring.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
What a performance. Just look at the game for the Wizard. 22 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
You know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Warren in at the 3. And he gets it to go. Butler's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Now the feed to Horford. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. There's the pick. Pass to the Wizard for the lead. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 82% accuracy.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Outside Teague. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Gasol dishes to Rose. Good! Rose has got 9 points.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
The Hawks trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And here's Korver, picked by Horford. Lets the 3 fly. Gasol with the rebound.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Chicago making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Rose against T. He kicks it to Korver. To the paint. It's deflected and stolen by Butler. Out left to the wing. They double him with Horford. The Wizard passes to Noah. Rose against T. That's good. And that's now 11 points for Rose.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
And stolen by Mirotic. And the call will be against Jeff T. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Cephalosha comes in for Warren, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver. No good from the Wizard.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
T kicks it over to Schroeder. Millsap has the open look. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Rose passes to the Wizard. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Millsap with the steal. And here's the fast break. Cephalosha leading the way. He dishes it to T. Stolen by Noah. Now here's Rose. He's guarded by Schroeder. And it's Rose penetrating.
What a game for Rose. He's got 11 points and 6 assists.
Bulls have shot 6 of 7 at the line. He's off on the first. Steven Adams is checked in for Chicago. Roten comes in for Butler. Atlanta also making some changes here. Splitters checked in for Horford. Bielitsa comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Bellinelli in for T. Schroeder kicks to Bielitsa. They set the pick to the left side wing. Bellinelli dishes to Cephalosha. Pass to Bielitsa. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Schroeder in Atlanta again with the bucket.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Rose attacking. Here's the Wizard. And the Bulls with another miss. The Hawks trail by 4. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered by Rose. And Bielitsa kicks to Bellinelli. Here's Schroeder. Good on the triple. And it's now only a 1-point Bulls lead.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
51 seconds left to play in the third.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive moves too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
In the corner, Cephalosha with it. Rebound by the Bulls.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
They grab their own miss. Roten. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Well, he didn't exactly light it up from the free throw line a season ago. Shot right around 70%.
Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Chicago. And a switch here also for Atlanta. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Bielitsa. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Splitter, that's good.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Here's the Wizard. The fadeaway. Shot's good. The Wizards got 9 points now in just the second half.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
And that does it for the third quarter. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Jimmy Butler is out there with Tony Wroten. And it's the Wizard, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Warren, the pass to Horford. Goes up the baseline. No good. Great defense that time from Noah. Chicago leading by 7. Bulls moving the ball around. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Warren dishes to Korver. Millsap a screen. Shooter kicks to Warren. Gasol against Millsap. And Gasol sends it back.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Chicago.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
And the basket by Horford.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
The Bulls leading by 9. They set the screen. Rose goes in. The shot is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Korver kicks to Horford. Runner, and the call will be against Joakim Noah. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Korver passes to T. Feeds to Millsap. From 11 feet away, Chicago grabs the miss. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And that one's good.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's the Wizard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
You got him, right?
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on you.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Horford having just a fantastic game. He's got 16 points, and he's picked up 1 dime.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. The Bulls leading by 7. Now Rose. There's the pass to the Wizard. He feeds it to Noah, and stolen by Jeff Teague. Ball's knocked loose, and stolen by Butler. And stolen by Horford. Outside Teague. Dishes it to Korver. Kicks to Millsap. Inside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol. First one falls for him.
At the line for 2.
And Al Horford drops them both.
What a clutch performer. He loves being in these situations, just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
Rose passes to the Wizard. And the Bulls with another miss. The Hawks trail by 5. Warren dishes to Teague. Shoots from 12. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. From the left block. And again, Chicago. No good. For Atlanta, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Down low. Rejected by Gasol. Here's the Wizard. Teague covering. Outside Rose. No one near him. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Bulls lead by 7.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside and run some pick and roll.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth. Here's Horford, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Horford's got 9 points in the quarter. Chicago leading by 5. Rose with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Rose passes to the Wizard. Noah the screen. And stolen by Jeff Teague. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. That's tipped. Throws it up high. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
And you do. You have to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Jeff Teague. They set the pick. Passes to the Wizard. Lets it go with the three. And he gets it to go. The Wizards got 40 points.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them, slipped right out of their hand.
Nails it! And now they trail by just 4. Here's Butler. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. That's off as well, so he misses both.
It's our time. It's our time. You're so close to closing this one out. Freak. With a hot hand.
Millsap kicks to Horford.
Get him the ball.
The kick out to T. Warren dishes to Korver. Fires from deep. Can't get it to go.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done.
Well, pal, congrats.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11, and the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.